What's going on, friends? Matt here with Peppercoat Barbecue, and welcome back to the Peppercoat deck. Well, you saw the thumbnail, and it seems like pork steaks are getting ever more popular. So today I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to cut this pork butt that I bought on sale, 99 cents a pound. It's a 9-pound pork butt. It was $9, which is way less than ribeye is for 1 pound. We're gonna cut this, we're gonna grill it, and see if it even holds a comparison or if it's a contender to be a ribeye replacement. I have my doubts. The pork butt that I have is bone in. Now you may be able to get a bone out pork butt to make this a little easier, but I'm gonna try to find each corner of this bone and then make a slice down the side of where this bone is, and we'll get as close as we can. So here is what we're left with. This piece has the bone in it, and I'm gonna leave this piece. I'll stick that in the freezer, may be able to use it for a roast or something in the future. And also I had to cut pretty deep into this, so actually doing it this way, I don't think I'm gonna get a lot of steaks out of this pork butt. So you're probably gonna be better off just to get your butcher to do this. They'll have a bandsaw, they can just run it through, cut it with the bone in, and you may have to pay a couple extra dollars for them to do that, but you're gonna save a lot more of your roast or steaks. I'm gonna kind of find how deep that I went in here, and I'm just going to cut that section off. Now we should get some nice steaks here. And I'm gonna go probably about, I don't know, maybe 1.25 inches or something on these. So I wound up with 4 really nice looking pork steaks. All these, they're probably about 1.25 inches thick and well marbled. They actually look pretty good. I've got this piece over here that was on the end where I cut out the bone, and you could also cook that and make a pork steak out of that. That would be fine. But I'm gonna deal mainly with these 2 right here for today. Just to be fair to the ribeye, I'm going to season these the same way that I season ribeye, just a little salt, pepper, and garlic, and leave them on the counter for about an hour. Wow. Maybe a little extra garlic today. Okay, so this one may be a little over garlicked. We'll see. So I'm gonna go very light now on the garlic. Salt, pepper, garlic, that's what we're gonna do. And then also, just to be fair to the pork, usually when I grill ribeyes at the end, I'll use something like a cowboy butter, compound butter. Maybe I'll do, like a chimichurri or something, some kind of sauce with it. So for these today, when I finish these off, I'll probably do a little bit of barbecue sauce. Fire's been going for about 45 minutes now. I brought my blower out, got it stoked up, raked my coals out here. I'm using only one side of the grill. Again, I always want to have that 2-zone grilling set up, and I'm getting ready to throw on these pork steaks. I'm using a probe in both of these pork steaks today to keep track of my internal temperature. I'm using the TempSpike Pro from ThermoPro, which reminds me of a great deal from today's sponsor.
It's a vast landscape, untouched by any intelligent life. Houston, are you seeing this?
Maybe it wasn't found on the moon, but the TempSpike Pro by ThermoPro is pretty next level. You all know how these temperature probes work by now, but this one has some pretty unique features. It has a cool modular design. It looks at home on your kitchen counter, and it allows you to connect up to 4 probes. The probes measure ambient temperature up to 572 degrees, but they are heat safe up to 1050 degrees. The base of the TempSpike Pro has Bluetooth and Wi-Fi technology, so you can work around the house or even drive to the store and still stay connected. The base unit will work in the charging stand, outside the charging stand. It even has its own kickstand. It has a magnetic back. You can basically stick this thing anywhere. Don't take that as a challenge. The TempSpike Pro has a new intuitive app that already comes with many of the presets that I had to make custom settings for in the old app, but the custom setting is still there if you need it. For a limited time, you can use the Amazon link you see below or the clickable link in the description along with the discount code 20MATTBBQ for 20% off the TempSpike Pro by ThermoPro. Now I'm wondering, what's on Mars? I'm looking for an internal temperature on these today of about 145 degrees. Now, I'm going to go ahead and bring it up to that 145 degree mark. I know we'll have some carryover. It's not going to be as much because we're not cooking as hot and fast as we do with ribeyes. I've slowed this down a little bit, got it up off of the coals. This starts to flame up, then I'm going to flip it over, raise it up, whatever I need to do to kind of keep those flames down on this today. So we won't have as much carryover, and if it comes on up to like 160, that's still fine. I think that's like a medium well or a well with pork, and with all of the fat that is in these, I'm not worried about it drying out. Try to keep these flipped about every minute or so, kind of like I would ribeyes. So we're getting close to 130 on both of these. So I'm gonna go ahead and baste a little bit of the barbecue sauce on here. I just flipped them again. So we'll give the other side just a minute before we flip it back over. And when I flip it back over, I definitely wanna raise this up off of the heat just a little bit so we don't burn this sauce. It has a lot of sugar in it. You get down 145 on both, so I'm going to raise these up now and get them off of the heat, flip them over, and baste the other side. Helps if you have tongs. All right, we're gonna pull these off, take them in the house. I'm gonna let them rest for, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes or something. We'll cut into them and give it a try. So the pork steaks look great, but what do they taste like? Is it just lipstick on a pig, or can they really be a replacement for the ribeye? Let's try it. So it looks good and juicy inside. That looks nice. Let me cut out a bite. Looks really good. Let's see what it tastes like. It takes me a moment to process this, but it is really good. Is it a ribeye replacement? No, it's not beef. It's more of a glorified pork chop. It's like a pork chop with more fat in it. It's really good. I mean, and it's definitely worth the money. I mean, because this was 99 cents a pound. You cut it. If you like pork chops, then you're absolutely going to love this. But everybody's saying this could be a replacement for ribeye. No, keep buying your ribeyes if you want ribeyes. If you want glorified pork chops, then buy a Boston butt, slice it up, and make you some pork steaks. Either way, it's really good. I'm not knocking it. I really like it. Just again, saying it's not a replacement for ribeye. All right, post-cut. Miss Peppercoat, or Peppercoat here, she wanted to give it a try. So let us know what you think.
So it looks like a pork chop to me. So let's just see what it tastes like.
She's as slow as I am.
It tastes just like a pork chop.
All right.
A little bit more chewy than a pork chop.
Yeah.
But just like a pork chop.
There you go. So between this and ribeye.
Ribeye hands down.
There you go. Ribeye hands down. See you next time. Peppercoat Barbecue.